Ooh, I played a lot of games this year. I played some new games, I played some old games, I played a surprising amount of roguelikes. This year, for some reason, I got a strange feeling that I haven't felt since the old Xbox 360 days, and that was to actually get achievements in video games and actually 100% a few games. Okay, so first off, Deadlock. So it's Valve, you know it's gonna be good, but it has a lot of the problems that all MOBA share, so it kind of sucks ass in that regard. Oros. I actually talked to the dev at MagFest at the beginning of the year. I love the idea of Spline Curves, the puzzle game. Tactical Breach Wizards. I played the dev's previous games, which were all very good. I played the entire demo when it dropped during Steam Next Fest, and I even bought it day one and then didn't play it much outside of the first day or two. I don't really know why. Multiverses. I do know why I stopped playing this. The game was a lot of fun, Q doubles, but the progression and Fortnitification ruined it with those god-awful menus.
I gotta rein in my ego.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
I decided to go back and get all the achievements for Infested Planet. It's one of my personal favorites. Tabletop Simulator has been a lot of fun this year, especially since I'm now playing with a regular group. I just especially love playing probably one of my favorite co-op board games, Spirit Island. I also decided to have a big throwback to Quake, which I've never played before. It was certainly very interesting to see a game made from around the time I was born. The game is buttery smooth and still holds up decades later. Speaking of buttery smooth, went back and played some more RoboQuest, got all the achievements.
Change the game language to French. I don't know if I have the will to do that, bro.
I believe in you, Twig.
They had some great updates, new weapons, new class. I mean, it was number 3 on my top 10 list last year, and it only got better. I hope I can say the same thing about Breachway. It launched in early access this year. There were a bunch of bugs at launch. There's some balance things. You can only play up till Act 2. But man, the game there is so good. It's basically if FTL was a roguelike deck builder. I mean, what else do I gotta say? Speaking of roguelike deck builders, Balatro and Wild Frost. My favorite part of these two games is certainly the presentation. Like, yeah, the mechanics and the roguelike, I mean, it's all good, but man, oh, these are such pretty games, and they just sound so good, and they just feel so good. Oh, it's so tactile. Oh. At the beginning of the year, I played Cult of the Lamb, which I'm always interested in genre blending, and Cult of the Lamb switches back and forth between a cute little town builder and cutthroat action roguelike. I actually bought the game because of the sex update. Well, not the content of the sex update, but they made this song that's really, really good. What else we got? Oh yeah, PUBG. That's still a game, but they rebranded it to PUBG Battlegrounds, which would make it PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Now, of course, this name changes because they're actively expanding the PUBG brand through a variety of new experiences set in its universe. One such game is the Callisto Protocol. I'm just gonna move on before we need to think about that any more than we should. PUBG's still fun, though. Doesn't run like complete dog shit anymore. Oh, and my annual racing game this year was Dirt Rally 2.0. Very fun. Now, before getting into the top 10, I need to preface this with my default games that I keep coming back to and playing year after year. Of course, if I did an unweighted list of my favorite games I played this year, these would be at the top, and to save Noah from making a meme of me, I'm just going to list them here to keep them off the list while still reminding you of their existence. Heroes of the Storm, which is just the best MOBA. Games only last 20 minutes, there are constant team fights, and each hero is super unique with many different talents that change them up during the game. Team Fortress 2, the greatest shooter of all time, only held back nowadays by a new player experience that's stuck in 2007. And of course, Rocket League. You guys know I like Rocket League. If you don't, you're probably new here. Oh god, I'm sorry to all my fans. Overwatch 2 is actually fun again. I enjoyed the release of Overwatch 2 before it all went to shit, and recently the throwback to the 1.0 release and subsequent 6v6 mode has been fun, especially since they went back on the whole free-to-play crap of heroes being locked behind battle passes. It's almost like the original devs ran into that problem and decided against it all the way back in 2015. Mech Warrior. War crimes, teehee. You fellas know I love me, my mech warrior, my battle tech, my tank controls. This is finally a modern mech warrior game with a linear story and actual characters. I didn't finish it because my free Game Pass subscription ended, but I'll probably finish it up when I get my annual mech warrior craving next year.
Oh! Oh my god!
Whoa, hey guys, welcome to EB Games. Let me guess.
Call of Duty.
Black Ops 3. Zombies.
I don't give a shit about the campaign. I don't give a shit about the insecure peer-to-peer multiplayer. I'm only talking about zombies. I only played Classic Kino and 5 on Black Ops 1 back in the day, so I didn't get super deep into it besides playing with some friends, which is about the same level I got into Black Ops 3 this year. But then we tried custom maps.
And praise a whole episode of The Office. I can't roll it.
Don't go off that.
See ya!
Yeah, far out, dude.
Halo 3. Time for some real games. It takes less than 8 hours to play through one of the best, most iconic first-person shooter campaigns of all time. This was back in the day when games were hyped up to be the second coming of Jesus Christ, and they actually delivered. All killer, no filler. Every mission has a natural progression from set piece to set piece. It all feels so good, except for like the last 2 missions, but then it finishes strong with one of the coolest vehicle driving sections of all time. The legendary Halo 3 Warthog run.
Taste yourselves, we're going in a little hot!
Matthew Brown, you motherfucker, you piece of shit! Matthew Brown is a puzzle game designer and developer. His puzzles all follow a set of logical rules and are solved by deductive reasoning, while carrying a relaxing, ambient aesthetic. Tell the planes where to fly, don't crash them. Mini Airways is another puzzle game of sorts about being an air traffic controller. Funny enough, this game is not made by the developers who made Mini Motorways, even though the visual presentation and premise are all too similar. But I don't think it's fair to call this game a cheap knockoff when the style is replicated so well, and the game is certainly unique.
Faster. Effects can be stacked. Dude, it can be stacked, bro.
It's stacking.
It stacks.
Infinite stacking. Oh
It stacks.
my god.
I bought this game at the end of 2023 when it went on sale, but I didn't really get into it. I booted it back up when everyone was getting hyped for Shadow of Erdtree, and I got a lot more into it because I followed a damn guide. I love Dark Souls 1, but god damn do I feel like the best way to enjoy these types of games is with a high-level overview of the order of which locations and bosses to go to. Now, I don't like walkthroughs that tell you exactly where every item and enemy is and what items you should be using while telling you all of the secret spots and cheese tactics. But people that say that you should just raw dog the game for hours on end until you get good and figure it out are frankly delusional.
I can't get out.
Yeah, you have to fast travel out. Oh wait, are you?
My game.
My game crashed.
I love board games, and Nexus 5X has the best turn-taking mechanics I have seen that fully utilizes the fact that you're playing a video game instead of a physical board game. I bought this game and it consumed 2 days of my life. Turns are synchronous, which means that each player takes their turn at the same time, with interactions only happening after everyone is done. This means there's a minimal downtime and an undo button. The gameplay is similar to Twilight Imperium, but with the aforementioned turn mechanics, games can be played in about an hour. So if you're like me and like the idea of something like Stellaris, but don't necessarily appreciate the hodgepodge of systems and games lasting an entire work week, Nexus 5X might be the game for you. It Takes Two was a game that I completely overlooked when it was released and won Game of the Year.
Saying fuck the Oscar and no!
Because it just looked like a style over substance, hand-in-hand co-op platformer with cute characters that won over all the game journos. Basically the same reaction that gamers had to Astrobot winning Game of the Year. Ethan and I were kind of interested in Split Fiction when it was announced.
This time, it's some next level shit, I'm telling you.
So for $8, we decided to try it out.
Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, oh my god.
Holy.
Oh my god.
No.
See you.
Oh, cinema.
The pacing is perfect. The game seamlessly cycles through relaxed exploration, new mechanics,
Oh, dude.
heart-pounding chases,
Speaking of...
boss fights,
Oh my god. Oh.
and little PvP challenges.
Oh, challenge.
And now you're telling me these fuckers are making Cyberpunk Skyrim?
A sequel to one of my favorite co-op games? I was skeptical. I had hoped for another twin-stick shooter. But after launch day servers being beyond capacity, constant bullying from Redditors, and controversy after controversy, you would think that the game's done for. I sat and I watched those ups and downs, all while playing with my friends, having funny moments, learning the secrets of the game, conquering higher difficulties, and of course, hitting the clip button. 2024 was a year with many great videos, but my biggest regret was that I didn't make this one. Is it too late?
What? 1 minute!
Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Jangle might need to move back. That's my bad.
Get in a fucking show! Here we go.
Huge, it's massive, it's fucking massive.
Oh! Come on, Pelican! Watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh, it's a creeping barrage!
You're running right into them, by the way.
Try to throw an airstrike on it because that's how you cover it. That's how it's really.
And that is prime. Oh my god, it's fucking funny.
It's prime real estate for a fucking.
Oh no! Run! Wrong stratagem! Oh my god!
Wow.
So,